Hi everyone, today I'm here with Poetic Devices of the poem A Legend of the Northland from class 9. Now the poetic devices used here are first alliteration. Now alliteration is repetition of same sound in words which are very close by. For example, here there's a lot of alliteration that is used in the poem like look, like, l getting repeated, funny, furry, fur getting repeated, yet you, here, year is getting repeated, l getting repeated in learn and lesson, tell the tale, faint and fasting, fur is getting repeated, seem too small, surely, sir, such. So here, sir is repeated, woman was, were is repeated, still smaller, again, sir is repeated, took tiny, t is repeated, build bird, b is repeated. So when the sound gets repeated in nearby words, that's alliteration. There may be a gap of one or two words which are not the same. For example, here faint with fasting. We need to ignore these prepositions. It's alliteration. Second poetic device is repetition. When the words get repeated for emphasis, that's repetition. For example, away, away, just to show that it is very far away from where we live. Rolled and rolled, that means she has applied that force and that is why words are repeated. Boring and boring and boring, repeated 3 times to show that continuously the woodpecker is looking for, searching for food. Third poetic device is simile. Simile is when we compare two things using words like and as. Children look like bear's cub. So here like is used and children are compared to bear's cub because they wear those funny furry coats and they look fat and they just look like bear's cub. Even the woodpecker has been compared to a coal. When the woman gets burnt, it's compared to coal. Black as a coal in the flame. So here blackness of a coal is compared to her. Baked as thin as a wafer. Even she baked the cake which was as thin as compared to a wafer. So that's simile when we compare two things. Next is enjambment. Enjambment is when there's no punctuation mark at the end of the line and the meaning runs to the next line. For example, and the nights are so long in winter, it's incomplete and it moves on to that they cannot sleep them through. It gets completed here, but there's no punctuation mark. That is enjambment. And there are many examples of enjambment in almost each and every stanza which I've not picked. I've just picked one for example. Then we have imagery. Imagery is when we can imagine, when we can visualize that scene. For example, here we can actually visualize children looking like bear's cub. And even here, the swift reindeer to the sledges, we can imagine these reindeer pulling the sledges. So that's imagery. Next is irony. Irony is that where there's some unusual or unexpected situation which is very amusing. Here, for example, she made a very little cake, but when she wanted to give it is too large to give away. So that's irony. Next we have personification. Personification is when something which is not a human being is attributed the quality of a human being, given the quality of a human being. That's personification. For example, she had a scarlet cap on her head. So she is being used for that woodpecker, considering it as the woman. So that's personification. I hope you like the explanation. Please like, share and even subscribe the channel. And I have a wonderful collection of mind maps for class 10. So do subscribe. Thank you so much.